going on, people? Good to see you guys back. And it's Arsenal against Burnley. Another home game for the Gunners. First ones that we're going to have fans back at the stadium. So, twab we go. And I think this is going to be a battle of wills. Burnley actually, under Sean Dyche, has kept 2 clean sheets away from home. Yeah, we know that they had the 5-0 drubbing against Manchester City, and actually that's probably one of the few times Man City has actually woken up. I know they got a win against Fulham last week, but yeah, it's one thing rolling over the teams at the bottom of the division, and make no mistake, this is a relegation battle. We talked about it on Monday night's podcast. There's going to be 5 or 6 games which are determining the bottom 5 teams, and this is the first one in a row. The next game that we have to affect this is obviously Brighton as well. So really, Arsenal need 2 wins out of those measure of games in order to get ourselves away from all of that mess there at the bottom of the table. And really, should we be there? Well, you only have to look at the reason why. Arsenal's lack of goals is absolutely destroying them. And I think when you look at the fact that both of these teams actually struggle to score goals, you have somebody, and his name is Eddie Nketiah, and he comes into form and really knocking on the door as to start in this game. Burnley is a nice competition you can have. I sent a video when I was talking to them guys yesterday when Arsenal beat Southampton 2-0 last season. It was Nketiah and Willock that scored the winning goals. Video is in the description below. And really, what you've got to understand is half a section of the fans, Arsenal fans, don't want to see the kids, don't want them developed in that way, maybe because they're afraid that they might fail. We know Willock has had 2 starts in the first team, and his performances were average. But my case is the people who were playing before him weren't doing anything. They were poor. So if you can take somebody at that age and build them up, and switch them on because they have a high ceiling, then you're doing well. And Eddie Nketiah, I'm not being funny, guys, but we've scored 2 goals in the last 7 games. If you played Eddie Nketiah in those 7 games, I guarantee you he would have scored more 2 goals. That's where the situation is. You might not believe me, you might not trust me, but I have faith in Eddie Nketiah. And I'm telling you that if he gets a string of games in the number 9 spot, he's going to score, because that's just what he does. He scores everywhere you play him. And the fact of the matter is here, a lot of his goals is because of his persistence and hunger has shown throughout his Arsenal career. And we need some of that because we're just getting no effort on the back end, like 0 effort. So I really hope that we'll see Arteta swing things around. I would also like to see Cedric Soares as well, because Bellerin has given us nothing. Soares is a very intelligent player, understands the game really well, understands his positioning, knows how to defend, and his attack is, well, let's just say that he knows where the ball's got to go in the final third and where to make his runs. And we've seen him back up Pepe, quite frankly, in ways that we haven't seen anybody else really do since Pepe's been here. And they've been allowed to get that relationship going, playing together outside of the first team. And I would like to see that happen in the first team. I'd like to see when Pepe comes back next week, I would really like to see that the guy playing behind him is not Bellerin, but Cedric Soares. So guys, overall, I'm expecting a team sheet of Leno, Cedric Soares. I would like to see Mari and Gabriel pairing up, but it's probably going to be Holding and Gabriel pairing up, and then Kieran Tierney on the left. In the midfield, I would like to see El Nene, Niles, and I would preferably see Joe Willock start another game. I'd like to see that. If that doesn't happen, then Saka. I'd like to see Saka in there. Saka's had a lot of starts in the first team, and his performances are dipping a little. Considering the amount of talent and quality he has, I think it's a lot of pressure. He just turned 19 years old. Way too much pressure that you're giving a young kid at that age. And I think you should share the spoils. The thing about Willock is Willock will score you goals. Yeah, that's what he can do from that position. So I'd really like to see Willock get another shot there for a 3rd start. Up front, I'd like to see Aubameyang on the left, Nketiah up top, and there's really no other options but to play Willian. You have to play Willian for two reasons, because Reece Nelson is still not ready. We're hoping that he comes back, but the news on that is not great. And then Pepe is suspended for this game. So you really are devoid of options when it comes to this game. I'm looking at Burnley to go with Pope, Tarkowski, me, Taylor, and Lowton. In the midfield, it's going to be Westwood, Brownhill, McNeil, Brady. And up top, they're going to go with Rodriguez and Wood. So, and Wood's dangerous. You got to account for him. But again, guys, this team doesn't score. They don't score away from home, one. And then two, they're just not scoring, period. So it's going to be a battle of wills. It's really going to be who wants it more. And I think what we can take out of that is over the last few games against Spurs and Wolves, we've actually seen Arsenal create chances, which they weren't doing before. They're actually creating a little bit more chances. And if you've got somebody up top who's going to take advantage of that, then I think you're in a good place. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm going with a 2-0 Arsenal win if Eddie Nketiah starts. If Eddie doesn't start, then you might be looking at a draw, or Arsenal might steal a 1-0 win. It really depends if Aubameyang wants to turn up. I like the fact that we're putting him back out on the left, because it means that we're expecting to have more out of his game. And there was a little bit more effort against Spurs from him, and that's because you haven't stuck him at the number 9 post. Four starts he had at the 9 post, and just nothing from him. So I think that you change it up. You put him back where he can help him be a facilitator. I know he's not the best footballer in terms of ball skills, but I think you just get more work out of the captain there. And then if you put someone like Nketiah in the middle, and listen, remember, we're going to have Pepe and Martinelli back, so it's not like our options are going to be waning over the Christmas period. I think that we are improving, and I think that we will improve, and it's going to be really dependent on when Thomas Partey comes back as to when we're actually going to make a run. Arteta blew it by playing him, but that's the chance you take. So that's where I see the game tomorrow, guys. Listen, live match commentary Sunday, 7:15 is kickoff. So I do prefer the games to be around 2 or 4:30. Sunday night games are not great for everybody. I get that. But I'll see you guys there, and let me know what predictions you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.